guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. Today's tutorial is on this look right here, so if you're interested, please keep watching. But before we do that, if you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed because I'm judging you. And why would you not want to subscribe to see more tutorials like this one? But anyway, that's about it. Without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Hey guys, so welcome. I already have all my jewelry on, and that wasn't necessary, but let's just jump into this look. I'm going to go ahead and start out with my eyes per usual. So to prime my eyes, I will be using this Maybelline concealer. This is in the shade 20 Sand. Now I know you guys are thinking, Anna, that is not your shade, but I have a fake tan on, so in the end, this is all going to work itself out, okay? And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I use concealer. You don't have to use concealer to prime your eyelids by any means. I just do it because I have veins on my eyelids that primer never seems to cover up. And now to go ahead and set that concealer in place, I'm using my Ben-Nye Neutral Set Colorless Powder. This stuff, I'm surprised I still have like that much powder left. This has lasted me for quite some time. So I'm just going to run over everything with my finger to make sure I have no creases. And with a large blending brush, I'm just going to make motions like that, almost like I'm stabbing my eye, but I'm not actually stabbing my eye. And then once I feel like I have a lot on there, I'm just going to spread it around, make sure I'm uniformly set. Alright, so this tutorial I'm actually pretty excited about. I have two new palettes here from BH Cosmetics. This one is the Blushed Neutrals eyeshadow palette, and then this one is the Foil Eyes eyeshadow palette. I wanted to do like a berry look, so I was like, you know what, between the two, I bet I can get a pretty cute look. So I'm going to start off in the Blushed Neutrals palette. This retails for $16, and I bought both of my palettes in store. I bought them at Kohl's. Kohl's does carry some BH Cosmetics products, and it might only be some Kohl's. I don't know, but you can buy BH Cosmetics at Kohl's. Okay, so that's pretty cute. BH Cosmetics has really nice eyeshadows, like really affordable eyeshadows as well. So like I said, this whole palette is $16, and then the foiled one that I got is less than that, I think. Yeah, this one is $12.50. And they pack a pretty good punch, if I do say so myself. This has really cute shades. I think the first shade I'm going to go ahead and pick up is this one right here. And I'm going to start off by using the same big fluffy brush I always do in the beginning of my tutorials. This is the Morphe M441. I'm just going to work on buffing that into my crease so we get a really nice transition color. And that way everything else is going to fade super nice. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I did do something to my hair. I ended up wanting to do a root smudge, but then I just brought the hair dye down a little further, so I'm still blonde. It's just a much more attainable blonde, and this is probably closer to what my natural hair color is now. So it's not going to grow out funky, and yeah. I'll leave that video linked down below, or if you'd like to surf my channel, it's on my channel. And so this look is going to be a little bit different. I think most of these are shimmers or have some type of reflect in them. So this is going to be a really cute shimmery eye look. I'm not sticking to the same old matte crease glitter lid. So the next shade I'm going to pick up, which is just a little bit darker, is going to be this shade right here. And to do that, I am going to use the Morphe M443 brush. This is just a little bit more defined than the original brush I used. I'm going to work on running that into my crease. And one of the other things I'm going to do is extend that shadow out over here, kind of how we did with the first shade. So now with the original brush, I'm just going to go back in and blend those two colors together. Next, using a Morphe B38, I'm going to pick up this pretty kind of purpley berry shade right here. And with this color, I'm going to start right down here and diffuse that into my crease. So that's pretty. And when I get to the end of my eyeshadow, I'm just going to wing it up and out. Alright, so next what I'm going to do on a nice itty bitty little brush, this one right here, the Morphe B42, I am going to pick up this shade right here and just work a little bit of that into my crease just to deepen up that purple. I'm really barely touching my lid, that way it's easier to blend and not too much product gets applied. Alright, so next I'm going back into my Morphe B38. I'm picking up that same berry shade and I'm just going to work that into my crease a little bit more and make sure that that dark shade is nice and blended. So next what I'm going to do is cut my crease. This part is completely optional. You do not have to do this because I also think it would look really pretty even if you didn't cut the crease and you just put a nice shimmer on your lid. However, like I said, I'm feeling chiseled, so I'm going to use a light base or whatever you want to call it. This is a concealer to cut my crease, and I am, oh, I just broke my brush. Nice. It's okay, I put the top back on. What I'm doing is I'm grabbing some product onto my brush, and the way I've been cutting my creases is super easy recently, so I'm just going to do it. I have a 3-minute video linked down below, and that's going to show you guys how I actually cut my crease and why I do it this way, but so I'm just going to do that real quick. Alright, and I'm going to go off camera because I have to be super close to the mirror for this part. My mirror's far away, so let me just fill in this little cut. Alright, so my crease is cut. I accidentally moved my finger right above my line, so I'm going to go back in and fix that in a second. Don't worry about it, guys. And I'm breaking into my foiled eyeshadow palette. Get it out. Boop. And, ooh, that's cute. You can kind of see right through that. Anyway, so the shade that I want to pick up is first this one down in the corner right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm picking that up on a NYX detailer brush, and I am going to put that on the outer and inner corner of where I made that cut. And I'm also going to be bringing that shade right up top where I cut. So I'm kind of just leaving the center of my lid hollow. So the next shade I'm going to go ahead and pick up is this shade right here. This purpley one. And I'm just going to use the same brush, and one more time I'm just putting that on the very, very outer corner and inner corner. So just like that, to create a nice gradient with the pink that I laid down. And then in the very center of my lid, I'm going to pick up this shade right here. This is a white icy pink color. Like, this is barely pink, but it definitely has a pink tint to it compared to the white shade right next to it. And that's what's going to go in the center of my lid. So to do that, I'm just using my finger to put that down. So then, with the little brush that I used with the very dark color, I'm going to go ahead and just run over that area that I hit with my fingertip with the concealer, and just fix that up, just like so. What I'm going to do, so I want a little bit more dimension, is I'm going to pick up this really purple foiled shade and just put that on the very outer and inner corner. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do after that done is tightline my eyes. This is from Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 liner. Alright, and next I'm just going to put on some eyeliner and lashes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let these lashes dry down. I used the 615s from Salon Perfect. I normally use the 614s, but I didn't see them when I went to the store. I was devastated, but these are equally as pretty. They're nice and light and fluffy, so I'm happy with them. Onto the face, I'm going to start off using the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I'm going to pump some of that onto my hand. I'm going to work it, warm it up, and kind of apply them to where I get dry, which is normally the center of my face, and then I work it out towards the perimeters of my face. So for foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two together. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. This one is in the shade 240, and this would be too dark for me. And I'm also going to use the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation. This is their newest foundation they just came out with, and I am obsessed with it. I got it a little darker than my natural face color. I do have like a tanning lotion on my face right now. That way I can use it for multiple months. I'm probably going to go back in and pick some more of this up in a couple different shades for myself as well as makeup clients, because I really like this foundation. But this one, just for reference, is in the shade Fiji. It's light 5. And yeah, I love it. I almost want a shade darker to match my fake tan, but I was like, you know what, fake tans are only super dark for the first 2 days, and not for the whole 2 weeks. So I am going to pour a little bit of this darker foundation onto the back of my hand. Just a little bit, just that much. And then I'm going to do 2 pumps of that foundation. Alright, so I'm going to try that much foundation out for now. I'm going to start over here and just lightly tap. Alright, so now to highlight my face, I'm using, what did I tell you? The Maybelline Sand shade that I used to prime my eyes. And what I'm going to do is just draw a little bit underneath them. I'm going to hit my forehead as well. Chin. So I'm going to go ahead and let that kind of dry down and set a little bit. The next thing I'm going to use just for a little underneath my highlight glow is this product from Bliss. This is called the Well Lit Serum Illuminating Fluid. And I also got this at Kohl's. So what I'm going to do is just put a little drop right here. And then work that into the high points of my cheekbones just to give me a little more glow. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go ahead and contour. Sorry if you can hear that beeping outside. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer. This one is in the shade Toast. I don't want to do any extreme concealing and contouring today. I don't want my eyes to be the focus, but I definitely want to get at least a little of that cream contour into my cheekbone. Great, that looks much more better. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and set my under eye and bake my nose. For my under eye recently, I've been doing it a little bit differently. Like I said, I get cakey right up underneath my eye, so I take a little bit of product. I'm using my B19 No Color Powder. I'm just going to start by pressing that into my under eye. Then, as I work my way down, I'm using less product. And I'm also staying away from the area right next to my nose, since that's where I get dry. A lot of times it tends to leave me cakey looking, like in a very short amount of time. I'm also going to go ahead and set my forehead where I highlighted. Not be setting my chin since that's another area that gets really dry, but I am going to go ahead and do my smile lines, and a lot of times with smile lines it helps to kind of make a puffy fish face and then press the product in, so like this. I'm going to start by finishing my nose contour actually. So what I'm going to do is using Morphe E47 brush. It's a really fine brush that looks like that, and my favorite contouring powder ever, the Bahama bronzer, also available at Kohl's. And I'm just going to stamp my brush in there so I get some product on it, tap a lot of it off, and then I'm just going to kind of stamp on my nose where I would like that contour line to be. So you can see a really nice sharp line right there. And then I'm actually going to do something a little different today. What I'm going to do is just bake right up next to that, and then when I'm done, I'm going to buff the powder into the line, and then hopefully that way it'll blend itself out. So I'm going to use just the edge of my sponge. Alright, so I'm going to come back to the rest of my nose in a little bit. Right now I'm going to go ahead and finish off my eyes. And I want the bottom of my eyes, my lower lash line, to be pretty dramatic as well. So I think I'm just going to start by picking up that same original shade that I used. And I'm going for smoke, so I'm dragging this down pretty low. So next I'm going to pick up the really dark shade in the palette and run that right underneath my lashes. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to take a little wash of the berry color that I used in my crease and just kind of run it in down there so get a cute little berry color. All I'm going to do to finish off the eyes is run this black liner in my waterline. The mascara that I used on my top and bottom lashes is the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. And then a cute little trick I have for you ladies with long lashes is take a little bit of your setting powder, whatever it is, and just tap the ends of your lashes. This is going to save you from that raccoon under eye in case your mascara runs. That is almost it for the eyes. What I'm going to do now is an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. So I'm going back into my foils palette and I'm just going to use that white shade sparingly because I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. And I'm just using a small brush that I got from the Michael's Craft Store. And for the sake of the cut crease, the way I'm doing my highlight is I'm kind of going right up next to it like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on my nose contour. So like I said, I'm going to buff that up and in towards that large amount of powder I had put on. And that blended that out pretty cute. Alright, good trick. So my eyes are done, so now I just need to finish my face. I'm going to go on with my Bahama bronzer and contour, powder contour over my cream contour. For blush today, I'm using this one from MAC. This is the shade Flower Power. I wanted like a pink and not the kind of dusty rose pink that I normally use. And one thing I've also been doing recently, which I'm kind of living for, is putting some of this blush on my forehead just to give me some color, and then again down here on my chin. So now for my highlight, I am using the Laura Geller Peach Glow highlight. It's so pretty. I wanted something a little pinky toned, a little peachy toned, and so that's what I'm doing. News. I love that like between the eye glow from highlighter, so I bring my nose highlight up pretty dang high. Okay, found something. So I'm gonna do this combination. This lip liner is from Jordana. I really don't know if they make these anymore, but if they do, I get mine at Walgreens. This is in the shade Baby Berry, and then I'm using the Intense Butter Gloss from NYX in the shade Toasted Marshmallow. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you love it. I really like how it turned out. I love the color purple and I definitely need to play with it a little bit more. I absolutely love this foundation. I love everything about this look. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. Give this a video a big thumbs up if you did like it. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm judging you. Have a nice day guys. Bye.